much of a wetland, the structure of a wetland, you know, where everything is dependent on one another, is very, very crucial. So that to disturb it, you know, is a long-term consequences, and you can't bring it back fast.
The first part of the project is quite distinct. That is the part that goes from Milestone Road all the way up to the Life Saving Museum. The reason for that is that there are very few, if any, wetlands in that first section. So if you look at that part of it, you can see it's largely devoid of guardrails, of fencing. There's a fairly broad separation between the road and the bike path. And as we get beyond that point, we have wetland involvement.
This is an aluminum flow gate, and this is a device that is to be installed here at the road crossing by windswept bog. And this is especially designed to regulate the elevation of the water within the bog, and it was negotiated with the owner of the company that owns that leases the property. This is again one of those areas that that is not complete at this point, and the only thing that we're waiting for is approval of the final shop drawings, and as I understand it, that is virtually complete right now.
The willow tree is the most complex issue, and at this point what is happening with the willow tree is that there are a number of options you know, that we have been examining with the Conservation Commission and the county commissioners that are now being re-examined to find out which one is the best one in order to resolve the problem at that tree. And the willow tree is not just a tree, I should emphasize. The willow tree happens to be within a wetland, so it is an area that is regulated by the Conservation Commission and the DEP.
And this is more than just a little wetland. This has a pond in it. The tree is not really the issue. The tree will die sometime, but there's a pond and quite an extensive wetland. And to try to change that is more than some of the, we've done so many other replications already in this project. This would be much more extensive, and I believe in our trying to save as many of our wetlands as we can.
And to correct it, the road probably should be moved in order to bring all these boards together to an agreement, because whatever you do is going to be a negative to somebody. And I feel like even though there's a cost there of approximately $63,000, it seems to me that's probably the easiest approach, and it doesn't then infringe on various issues that people have and concerns. That's the way I sort of see that situation. I'd like to see that corrected and have the road just moved. It's not very far.
Well, I think the best solution that at least has consensus is going back to the original drawings as approved. There's been a lot of ideas surfaced in the last 10 or 12 months. They've received a lot of public debate, and it's clear that no consensus seems to come out of them. And I think where we have a set of plans that were originally approved, and the project received all of the necessary approvals from all the state regulatory agencies, that I think the county would like to entertain what our options are going back to the original design.
Because of the complexity of the project, of any project for that matter, there is always the need for what are called change orders. That is that there are circumstances that are found in the field that are not addressed in the plan, and this is common on any project.
In total, in aggregate, we're looking to impact about 65,000 square feet of wetland along the entire Pulpus project. That's a significant impact, and that has to be done with the care and sensitivity that the regulations require. As a result of impacting a wetland, and if you will, as a price to pay for impacting a wetland, the town and the Mass Highway is obligated to create a new wetland in place of the ones that we're impacting. So in some respect, I feel that the willow tree / wetland impact that's kind of been the holdup of the majority of the project, it has there is a price to pay environmentally for filling that wetland.
How do you change somebody's idea from the saying, we used to call it a swamp? What's, you know, a swamp is a swamp. You know, why do we, you know, I call my house still waters. I'm in the middle of a swamp. So there are nice ways to put it. I just happen to see the value of a wetland as being crucial to Nantucket's conservation.
Moving the road to the north, as we talked about earlier, I'm not sure I would categorize it as a bad move. I'd just categorize it as another delay, if you will. It has impacts financially to the project, and it has, in my opinion, moving the road to the north would also have a significant impact on a beautiful stand of cedar trees out there. I don't know if as part of this documentary you'll be traveling out that way, but
I'm in favor of moving the road because although there were objections that there are lots of cedar trees that would have to be taken down, cedar trees are not native to Nantucket and they grow like wildfire, so there would be no problem whatsoever growing more cedar trees. That would not be an issue. Saving the wetland is a more important issue to me by far. The fact of there being another curve there, I do not believe that it could not be planned in such a way that it would not be any more dangerous than it already is on Pulpus Road. I don't believe that. I believe that structurally it could be planned in such a way that it would do all the things that we need it to do. So I still think that is going to be our best option, mostly because we can get the state to pay for it.